Aries, welcome to your Hopes, Fears, and Reality spread. As per usual, you can click on the description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Aries, you're hoping to let go, okay? So what I see here is, the Eight of Swords is about a prison of your own making, and you have it in the inverse. This is you wanting to get out of your head. This is you wanting to stop self-sabotaging. This is you really wanting to see clearly. And then the Sun in the inverse is like the sun going down on a chapter of your life. So it's not like the type of ending where anything just abruptly ends. It's a slow understanding that something is ending and an appreciation for the time that you had in it. So a lot of times the Sun in the inverse comes with, because the Sun is always about illumination, whether it's in the upright or in the inverse. But this is about recognizing the things that you need to let go of. This is about recognizing the purpose of something in your life, even though it may no longer, something was in your life for a reason, even though there's no sense in holding on to it anymore. So that's what I'm getting. You're hoping to let go. Clear that path for new energy. Find a new perspective, if you will. But you kind of, in your fears, it's like, it's like you're afraid of the new, I guess is the way to say it. So it's like you have to venture off, okay? Because the spot that you were in wasn't good and it wasn't serving you. So you know that there's changes and stuff that you have to make. That's what this says. But you fear that you don't have all the resources necessary in order to do it, or that you don't have the right plan, so to speak. Because these cards in fear, and that's the thing that I have to, so hopes and fears are just your perception of the situation. So it's like you're hoping to let go, you know you need to let go, but you fear you just don't have the right recipe, so to speak. In the reality, this is something tangible, this is what you're actually working with. You do have a plan. You're constantly planning. But you feel like you don't have the plan because you haven't broken it down into milestones. That's the problem. Like you have an end goal. The idea, the picture is too big to tackle. What you need to do in reality is to just break it down into smaller chunks so it seems more feasible, so it's digestible. So it has, each part has a phase so you can actually take the steps that you need to go. You can't just, you need a roadmap, okay? So you don't take the wrong left turn at Albuquerque. That's a horrible analogy. Let's try this. You can't jump up 10 stairs. You have to take each stair at a time. That's what I'm going with here. So you need to break this big, gigantic plan into small, small steps. So, again, getting out of your head. You're sleeping a little bit better at night and you feel better because you have this hope that you're going to be able to close things out. And you're finally getting some reciprocity from people you didn't get reciprocity from before. It's almost like you felt like nobody was on your team and on your side, and now all of a sudden out of nowhere, people just are available. So it's like for the longest time you had this problem and you needed someone to talk to and everybody was busy and now you're starting to do things for yourself and now everybody's just coming around like, hey, you need help with that? Hey, what's going on with you? Like all of a sudden without asking, it's there. And that's what's making you feel like you can rise above it all, so to speak. So again, your hope is to let something go. Your fear is that you just don't have the right recipe or the right plan to do it. The truth of the matter is you're already doing it. You just haven't recognized how to break this plan into milestones in order to make it measurable so you can see your progress as you go down, or as you go down the line. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to say it. And somewhere, somehow, you're not being grateful or gracious to the people who are offering you this assistance. Okay? So what I have to say, Aries, is just slow down. See where you were last week and where you are now. And you might have a goal that's 10 months to a year down the line, but try and break it into month by month by month so you have something tangible. And then when somebody comes around and says, hey, how can I help? You know, what can I do for you? It's not a whole big thing that you're asking them to do. It might just be to listen, or it might just be this little small piece that gets you to the next milestone. See, you don't want to unload your burdens all on one person. And like I said, you can't jump up 10 steps at the same time. But if you allow people to help you with the little things and you take one step at a time, you'll really start to see the progress that you're already making. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, Aries. Breathe and think about what's happening. And I'll see you next week.